Hello kids, in this video we are going to learn about human respiratory system. So what is the function of human respiratory system? As we know that our body needs energy, okay? And from where we get energy? Through respiration process. What is respiration? It is oxidation of glucose, okay, and where it take place? Inside cells. So this is the cell, and inside the cell glucose oxidize into carbon dioxide plus energy. Okay, so from where cell get glucose? Digestive system. Okay, and from where cell get oxygen? Respiratory system. Okay, and after the respiration, CO2 and energy is released. This energy is utilized by body and CO2 is released out through respiratory system. So basically, the main function of respiratory system is to take oxygen in and CO2 out. Here is the diagram of human respiratory system. Human respiratory system start from nostril or nose. Okay, then it leads to nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, and one pair of lung. All these parts together make human respiratory system. So let's discuss this in detail. So first, let me draw a human body. Okay. Upper part of human body is called thoracic cavity and lower part is called abdominal cavity. And both parts are divided or separated by a muscle called diaphragm. Understood? Okay. Now, oxygen enter through nostrils. Our nose have one pair of nostril, then it enter to the nasal cavity. Okay. And then nasal cavity leads to the pharynx. Okay. So this is nostril. This is nasal cavity and this is the pharynx. Pharynx is the common passage for food and air. So both the nasal cavity and buccal cavity are attached to the pharynx. Now this pharynx lead to a pipe, okay? Two pipe, backside pipe is food pipe, which we will not discuss here. And front side, this pharynx open into a box-like structure, okay? A cartilaginous box-like structure which is called larynx. And larynx opening is called glottis and it is covered by a flap-like structure which is called epiglottis. This epiglottis prevent food to enter into larynx. And this larynx is also known as sound box. So it helps in producing sound. Now, larynx lead to a tube-like structure called trachea. This trachea divided into two bronchi in each lung. Okay. Done. So this is called primary bronchi. And it is trachea. Trachea is also known as windpipe. This bronchi further divided into secondary and tertiary bronchi. So this is the secondary bronchi and here is the tertiary bronchi. Then these bronchi further divided into bronchioles. Okay? Bronchioles. Okay? So first form bronchiole is called initial bronchiole. Okay? And last form bronchiole is called terminal bronchiole. Okay? So the trachea, primary, secondary, and tertiary bronchi is supported by C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Okay? Here is these rings. Okay? So these are called cartilaginous ring. Okay? And these rings are incomplete. These are C-shape. Okay? Now, at the end of terminal bronchiole, there are many vascular bag-like structures are present or formed. This is called alveoli. And alveoli are surrounded by blood capillaries. Here in this picture, you can see this is the bronchiole, okay? And these are the alveoli, these bank-like structure, okay? These are alveoli and they are surrounded by blood capillary. So if I draw a simple diagram, okay, this is alveoli, this is alveolar duct, and here is the blood capillary. So oxygen from alveoli enter into the blood capillaries and CO2 from blood capillaries out in the alveoli. Okay. So this is how the diffusion and exchange of gases take place. Now, if you see here in this, both the lungs are covered by a double layer membrane. Okay. So the outer membrane, okay, which is in contact with thoracic cavity, okay, this membrane is called parietal pleura. Okay. And the membrane which in contact with the lung, okay, here this is called visceral pleura, and the space between both the membrane is called pleural cavity. And inside the pleural cavity, what is filled? Pleural fluid. So with the help of this fluid, both the membrane overlap each other during respiration without friction. So this is the human respiratory system. Okay. Now let's discuss the respiratory system part. So human respiratory system have two parts. First is conducting part and the next is exchange part. Okay. So conducting part start from nose to alveoli, where it conduct oxygen from nose to alveoli. And exchanging part is alveoli, alveolar duct, and blood capillaries. Understood? So let's start the oxygen passage. Okay. So this is oxygen. First it enter to the nostril, then nasal cavity, then pharynx, then larynx, then trachea, then after trachea, bronchi, primary bronchi, then secondary bronchi, then tertiary bronchi. Okay. After that, initial bronchioles, and then terminal bronchioles, and then alveoli. From alveoli diffuse in blood capillaries, then it reaches to the cells where respiration take place. Okay, after respiration, what is released? CO2. CO2 go back with the same passage in reverse direction and released out or exhaled out through nostril and environment. Understood? So this is the passage of oxygen from nose to the cells. Understood? Now, so there is 4 step of respiration. First is breathing. Okay, breathing had 2 part. Inhale and exhale. Okay, inhale from nose to alveoli. Exhale also from alveoli to inhale. What inhale? Oxygen from nose to alveoli, and exhale CO2 from alveoli to nose. Okay. Now next step is external respiration. It is exchange of O2 and CO2 between alveoli and blood capillaries. Understood? Now internal respiration. Internal respiration means exchange of O2 and CO2 between blood capillaries and cells. Now fourth is cellular respiration. It is oxidation of glucose inside cells, which release what it release? CO2 and energy. So this is the 4 step of respiration. Understood? So the topic is done. I hope you like it. Please like, share, subscribe my channel. Thank you.